I think the only problem is where it comes from. And connected to that is the insane practice that candidates have to go through to raise it. So they spend all of their time, members of Congress, between 30 and 70% of their time, raising money from the tiniest fraction of the 1%. And that makes them extremely sensitive to the concerns of that tiny, tiny fraction and not sufficiently sensitive to the concerns of the rest of America. So members of Congress can be very effective for their contributors. And indeed, we've seen that. They've been very effective in blocking reforms that are obviously necessary that would impact their contributors disproportionately. So for example, the obscene tax rate that hedge fund managers pay on their effective income remains part of the tax code, even though the tax code that the tax rate that they're paying for the richest people in America is half the tax rate that I pay. That's because both parties realized that they would be punished if they made that change. They'd be punished by the very people who are funding their elections. So it's very effective for those people, just not effective for the rest of us. Yeah, so the dynamic of super PACs is the dynamic of fear, because the candidate is terrified that 6 weeks before an election, some super PAC is going to come in and drop $1 million against that candidate. And so the candidate needs to effectively buy super PAC insurance. And the way you buy super PAC insurance is you align yourself with another super PAC on your side, so that if you get attacked, somebody will come in and defend you. But in order to align yourself with a super PAC on your side, you have to demonstrate your fealty to that super PAC. So without even a dollar changing hands, you have all of these incumbents who are racing to the extremes to pledge their loyalty and allegiance to super PACs so that they have somebody to defend them in the case that they're attacked. This is the economics of a protection racket, and that is an economics of fear.